Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. This is part 3. I've had 2 people send me that other video to show how it's done in Corel, and I've done this in this part 1 and 2. But now I've had somebody ask me, they don't quite understand where I got the snowflake. So, just a few rules of thumb. I'm just going to type in clip art snowflake. Now here's kind of the key. Go to images. Then your tool pops up. Go to tools, size, large, color, black and white. And I don't really see the one I used. If you have ones that are open and not closed, they're a lot easier to work with. There's the one I used. And I'm going to right click and I am going to copy image. Then I'm going to go back to Corel and I am going to right click and paste. Now it's huge, so we need to reduce it in size. Then all you have to do is go to trace bitmap, outline trace clip art. Takes just a second, and like I said, there's no white background because there's really no interior, or maybe, let's look at it. I always use the yellow box trick. Go up to object, order, back a page, and there's no yellow in it. And it's a good, clean vector graphic. And then just grab it. Well, let's get rid of the yellow box trick and get rid of, and see, this is a bitmap. It says it right there, and it's got a bounding box. That's no good. You want this right here. And then you can actually look at it, left click, right click, and look at it better. But we're going to go ahead and then to just kind of follow along how I did that. I maybe kind of left that out. We're going to make it pretty small. And there's several ways to do this. Let's say this thing, and we're going to make it easy and say this is 0.6 across. I don't know how my number lock keeps getting unlocked. Now, because we did that, we can make our nudge factor 0.7. And we can control D and make a duplicate. That's too far. So I'm at 0.6, so I'm going to go, let's go 0.65. Control D, or plus key on the keyboard, Control D all the way across. Now the other will be a little bit different, but I want to make a lot of them. And then I'm going to group it together, Control G. They don't have to be perfect. You can do this mathematically. I'm going to Control D and duplicate it. And then I'm going to move these kind of like to there. Now the way to kind of keep it going, Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, and then you only have to do it one more time, and you could actually go straight down. And then when you're there, you can go just Control D to your heart's content. Now group this together, Control G, put it in the center of the page. I think it's easier. And you can make this more or less, and then take your shape. Doesn't really matter what size. You just want to make sure you get it all in there. Now that is selected, or make sure it's selected. You can see the bounding box, and then go up to Effects, Lens, and get the lens effect and turn it into a fisheye. And on the video, I did 200 and just hit enter. Now you need to go to frozen to freeze it. And this is what I did leave out. I'm going to take away the outline. This is all grouped together. I'm going to go to object group and ungroup it. I'm going to get a yellow box to show you that there's white in there, and that would quite possibly hurt you. See the white? Well, we got it ungrouped, so check on the white, and you can see I've got really nothing selected. I'm going to hit delete. That was kind of like a ghost. Now you can see in its CMYK, it shouldn't be. And if we look at this black, it is, if it's not RGB, you can take this right here and watch what happens when I left click. And now this is an RGB, and there you go. And if you didn't finish watching the other two, go back and watch, and then you can size it. So with our ratio, I think I made it 3.5 inches. And then this is really easy to continue. Part two shows this, or part one shows this. Part two shows how to make this kind of a new holder that I really, really like. It makes it look like a Christmas ball holder, the old school holder. Anyway, I hope that helped just a little bit. Thank you for watching.